Hey guys, my name's Trent Dalton. I'm the writer of Boy Swallow's Universe. I just wanted to tell you a little story about when I was about the age of 4 till about 8. In that time was a very formative time. I was raised by a dangerously successful heroin dealer in the outer suburbs of Brisbane, Queensland, Australia. He lived in a weather-beaten house in the outskirts of Brisbane. It was an interesting place. It was all rough on the outside, but inside we had all this expensive furnishings and all this strange stuff that we probably shouldn't have had. One day my eldest brother Joel taps me on the shoulder. He says, "Trent, come and have a look at this. You've got to see this. You've got to see this." And I'd follow my brother anywhere, and I still do. And he leads my other brothers and I into this bedroom. And it's the bedroom of this man that my mum had fallen in love with, this dangerous man who would go on to hold the record in Queensland for most time behind bars. A strange record to have. My brother goes in, he gets down on his hands and knees and opens this built-in glass wardrobe. And he shifts some clothes aside and he pushes his hands on the rear wall of this built-in wardrobe. And there's a square little panel, right? And it pops, there's a compression mechanism. This thing pops back out into Joel's hands, revealing, bizarrely, to my young eyes, a secret room. There was basically a dark chasm, and Joel slips inside this room and he disappears. My mind at that point exploded, and I became a writer in that very moment because my imagination was born, and I started to realize that the world is not as it seems. And I leaned my head into this secret room, and Joel was standing in the middle of an earth floor. It was a room built of bricks, and there was one thing inside this room, and that was a red telephone. Cut to about 30 years later, I'm a writer. I'm writing my first book, and I decide to write it about a kid who gets the most profound messages through a red telephone that tell him that he must save his mum's life on Christmas Day, and to do that he must break into the inescapable Boggo Road Women's Prison, and that sets off the adventure that is Boy Swallow's Universe. It's from a very real and personal and emotional and just wonderful place inside me, and I'm really proud of it, and I hope you really enjoy reading Boy Swallow's Universe.